So last weekend, my wife had to pick something up about a half hour away from where I live, and I decided I'd go with her because out there was a Ross, Burlington, and TJ Maxx that I had not been to. And I went out there, and I gotta say, their selection was so terrible that on the way back, I decided to try to wipe that taste out of my mouth of getting such bad selection that I would go to my normal Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Burlington, and so I did. And on the way back, I ended up finding some fragrances, and that's what I want to talk about today. I want to go over, I've had them for about a week now and tested them out. So today we're going to be talking about some fragrances that I found on my fragrance haul. So without further ado, let's get it. What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. Thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another video where I'm going to be going through and doing a rack store haul. Again, I honestly don't know about what was going on with that Burlington and Ross and stuff like that, because I heard that they got good stuff like Toomies and whatnot, but at the end of the day, they were just so bad that again, I had to go back to mine, which was way out of the way. But with that said, I was out there, and the only one thing I saw was at that TJ Maxx. I saw that they had a Versace Eros clone, and it's like 12 bucks, and it looks just like the Versace Eros bottle, except for it's tall. It even has like the shapes and stuff on it. That actually smells kind of nice. I've never been a huge fan of like Versace Eros, but it smells like Versace Eros. Versace Eros now you can get for like 40 bucks, so I'd rather just pick that up if I wanted it, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Anyway, so whenever I went to all these stores, I took a few videos, and I gotta tell you, like, the best things that they had at the other Burlington and the other Marshalls that I wanted to take videos of was they had like Drakkar Intense, which literally is at every place. It's like even in Rite Aids now. They had Chrome United, which is like a nice tea scent. They had a couple other chromes. I know there was one that was a tea scent. They had Michael Jordan Legend. They had Vintage Green, which is a really nice one, but that one was at my Burlington. Vintage Green is one of the better green fragrances out there that you can really get. But that's not what you guys are here for. You're here for the fragrances that I ended up picking up, right? Well, before we get into those, make sure that if you're not already, you hit the subscribe button. Everybody on the way in, hit the like. Also, comment below. Let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances. I was like, completely forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, rack store hauls lately have been trash. The bigger my collection grows, it's almost like difficult to find fragrances I don't have. So I like to go out there because sometimes they get in Lacostes and the new Calvin Kleins, and every once in a while there'll be a random thing showing up. But at least lately it's just been all the same stuff, which again, not even close to as bad as the other Burlington that I went to. Anyway, so this is the first one. I have the cologne version of this. It's a brand that sells these. This line specifically is only sold in Europe. You can find them on discounters, but this is the first time I've ever seen one of these in an actual rack store, and so I figured I'd pick it up. It did get bad reviews online, but I like the cologne a lot, so I figured I would try this. This is Lacoste Match Point, and this is the Eau de Toilette. It comes in this box, Lacoste Match Point. I just decided to bring that out, but again, I've already worn this twice. And if you don't know, Match Point, it has like a tennis court on the front. It's supposed to be mimicking like a tennis ball. I know that it's all the whole Match Point line is based on tennis. So how does this smell? Well, the main notes in Lacoste Match Point are basil, grapefruit, pink pepper, and cashmeran. Honestly, it's not as bad as what the reviews were saying. This is I sprayed it somewhere. It's a fresh, aromatic, semi-herbaceous fragrance because you do get that basil in there and you get a little bit of a spiciness. It does have a slight bit of a vintagey tone, but it's clean, it's fresh, it's a grown-up man. It's aromatic, it has a little bit of a woody cashmeran tone to provide a little bit of a brightness. And then it has almost like a slight turmeric or gingery tone that provides a little bit of like a sharpness. But overall, it's clean, it's fresh, it has a nice citrusy green opening. Again, with the aromatics floating through there, it's just a very nice fragrance. I don't understand the hate on the Match Point. Again, it opens up with almost like a Lacoste version of maybe like Polo Cologne Intense, which I do like Polo Cologne Intense more, I can say that. But Lacoste Match Point, I mean, it is a very nice fragrance. For the fact that I got this for, what was the price? $18 for the 50 milliliter. I mean, you can't beat that considering I got the other one for like $68, the Match Point Cologne. That one has rhubarb, while this one is more grapefruit and basil. And the opening, the grapefruit is very nice. It's very citrusy. It's not rindy. You mix that together with that basil, you get a little bit of this like lavender, geranium mixture, giving it some aromatic tones. As you work your way into the fragrance, as that kind of sweet and citrusy tone does dissipate, the woods pull up. It does start to fade a bit. It's not the heaviest fragrance. I would say this lasts about 4 to 5 hours, but it's a really nice spring and summer fragrance. It's a really nice work fragrance. It's one that you can wear out in the garden. I mean, it's an easy wear, easy staple fragrance. I just wouldn't spend more than like $30 on it. And again, you can get this, I mean, maybe like 40, I could say, if you could get the bigger one. But I mean, it has a nice bright cashmere, like cashmere woods. I know it says cashmere in the notes, but this feels more like a cashmere woods. I know there's a little bit of cedar that's floating through there, but yeah, it's fresh, clean, has a semi-vintage feeling to it, a little bit of a green tone. It's woody, aromatic. It's just a really nice, easy wear, fresh, clean fragrance. If you ever tried the Match Point cologne, Match Point is nice. I mean, there's nothing super unique and out of the box about it, but if you find it at like a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx, that is an easy pickup. It's either like pick this up or pick up one of those like Contra clones for the same price. And I would honestly rather get this. The bottle's really nice, the atomizer's nice, the cap is nice. You can shake it, it won't fall off. I mean, Match Point, the Eau de Toilette, it's nice. Will I reach for it all the time? No. During the spring, will it be a nice, easy wear when I'm going out and doing the garden or going for a walk or something? Yeah, that'd be super easy. And another one, this is the other one that I bought, and I got that one from Marshall's, and I got this one from Burlington. This one was on a huge sale. I think it was like $14.79 or something like that. But I haven't tried it. We don't have this brand in any of my Macy's or anything like that. So if I try anything from this house, it's because I just decided to buy it myself. This is Jean Varvatos XX Artisan or XX Artisan, the Eau de Toilette. I know every once in a while they get a few John Varvatos in. They haven't had this one in. They had Artisan Teal at one point in time. They had the Artisan XX at one point in time, which both of them I own. They have the XX Intense in there right now, which the opening is okay, but the dry down's not. Anyway, so this one, I heard bad things about it. I've heard good things about it. Honestly, it's a high heat, spicy, citrusy fragrance. There is this very unique Szechuan pepper in this fragrance, mixed together with this kind of like citrus opening. But let me give you the main notes for the fragrance so you can understand what's in it. The main notes to XX Artisan are orange and bergamot mixture, Szechuan pepper, cedar, and musk. There's also a touch of vetiver, and the reason I say like an orange bergamot mixture is because it's kind of like whenever I was first trying it out, I was like, I don't know what that is. It almost smells like citron, which is like a mix up of like, it smells like almost like a lemon mixed together with grapefruit. I couldn't tell what citrus this was. And so I looked it up online and it says orange and bergamot, and I kind of don't get either of those. It's almost like a blend of all of them. It's almost like if you put a lemon on top of an orange on top of something else. I don't know what it is, but it's like an orange bergamot mixture that has a nice spice on top. And that spice on top is that Szechuan pepper. It's very nice. It's very fresh. It's almost like one of those lemonade style fragrances like Commodity Bergamot, Dior Homme Cologne, except for this one is spiced, and that Szechuan pepper is right full center, and then it turns into almost like a spice woods as that citrus starts to dissipate. Again, just like Match Point cologne, it doesn't blow me out of the water. But if I'm looking for something that is a nice spiced cologne, semi-masculine fragrance, I mean, it's definitely has that spice to it, so it does have a little bit more of a mature value to it. I wouldn't say that's something that 18 years old or less should be wearing. But with that said, it's a nice addition to the collection, especially for the price tag. I mean, again, I could have got a Contra fragrance or some kind of rack store clone for the same price that I got this designer 3.4 ounce. And it's really nice. I mean, most of the Artisan fragrances, Artisan Teal is my favorite from all of them because it reminds me of other fragrances. But this, like this one, the white one, Artisan Pure or whatever it's called, they're all good for like the summer. But that's about it, like real high heat. Well, this one I would say is like 70, 80 degrees. You would be fine with it because of that spice. But anyways, you get to the dry down, it does fade pretty quickly. It's real heavy. And then once that citrus spicy mixture starts to leave and you get some of that cedar pulling up, that is whenever you get a touch of vetiver and you get a little bit of musk, and then the musk starts to pull up. And then that Szechuan pepper starts to fade in to the woodiness, and it just becomes like a spiced, woody, musky fragrance with a little touch of vetiver. And then it kind of just fades off your skin after like 3 to 4 hours. I mean, it's real, it fades off your skin pretty quickly. But that's why you get it at a rack store, and that's why it's $30 online, because it's like that. But it's an easy wear fragrance, just like I said with the Match Point cologne. If you want something during the summer that has a unique value to it, that doesn't smell like other fragrances out there really, and you just want to wear something that will make you stand out a bit for a few hours, there you go. Very easy, high quality summer wear. My wife really enjoys it. But yeah, both of these fragrances are definitely worth a rack store purchase, as long as they're not like the Marshall's full price, like $54.99 or $39.99. Like that to me is stupid to buy those. But just to see this one in store, I had to pick it up because I mean, this is a European exclusive. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much. Let me know what you think about those fragrances, and again, I'll be back with another one. Peace out.